Hey guys, in today's quick tip video, we're talking about intimacy and the holidays. It's that time of year where your calendars are full of social events. You also have year end coming up, so you're balancing a lot of social activities and also personal activities and the business. So there's a lot of things that you're juggling right now. While there's a lot of stress, there's also a lot of opportunities to connect with your partner and even strengthen your intimacy. I have 5 tips to help you increase your intimacy over the holidays. Let's get to work. This week at the couples workshop, I met with a couple, and as soon as they came in, I could tell something was off. It turns out they were reflecting on the holidays on their drive over to the appointment. They said on good holiday season, they end up just feeling exhausted. And at the worst times, they end up arguing and not talking as much throughout the holidays. So it turns out they were actually dreading the next few weeks because it wasn't exactly what they were hoping for. On top of that, we have commercials, we have advertisements that really promote this wonderful time of the year and how idealistic the dinner table looks and everyone is happy around the table. While that's true for some families, that's not true for others, and it can come with a lot of stress, specifically around extended family. There's pressure to meet that expectation, there's pressure to let some things slide, and it's not always the case for your self-care or being realistic, because there's a lot of people involved. So you're juggling a lot right now. The issues that you're facing are very common, not just about extended family. I also hear a lot of couples this week talking about issues around money. They're talking about to what degree do we spend money on something that would add to our experience, add to our traditions without going too far. So there's quite a dynamic between both partners this week, whether it's about extended family, whether it's about money, or whether it's about your expectations, that trying to find a middle ground and that compromise can be really challenging. Since stress is high, whether that's physical stress and not getting a lot of sleep, or your mental stress, stress can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people, but stress is still high during this time. So instead of hanging out in the stress, I have some ideas to focus on intimacy to help with coping. The first one that comes to mind is taking inspiration from the holiday season around storytelling. I'd like you and your partner to explore one another's traditions growing up. Even if you've been together for 2 months, 2 years, or 20 years, you can still go back and explore stories and connect with one another in your past. Think about building these love maps around the holidays. Let me know more about what did that uncle do? What did your mom do? What did you like best? What did you like worst about holidays growing up? I want you to join in your partner's world through storytelling, even if you've heard the story 1,000 times. The second tip I have for you for increasing intimacy is reconsidering your dates by staying in. Most couples talk about dates as going out. They have to think of something to do, something new to try, that there's pressure then to have this ideal date. And I think having some adventure and new things is wonderful in relationships. It's also wonderful to stay in and have a date in. It's cooler outside, so think about intimacy around snuggling, around warmth, around being cozy together. Consider still hiring a babysitter to get the kids out of the house, and think about how you can just enjoy the house together. That might be a movie night where you're not in your same spots on opposite ends of the couch, but instead sharing a spot together. That might mean sharing a blanket together. Perhaps that means purchasing some fuzzy socks or some PJs that you can wear to be cozy together. You can also think about staying in with a massage. Think about these like warm, cozy experiences that you can share together over these chilly months. The next tip I have for you for increasing intimacy is thinking about gift giving, specifically gifts that are inappropriate around the family. Not all gifts have to be open in front of everyone, so think about something that you can give your partner just from you. This might be something sexy, a piece of lingerie. It might also be a love note, something personal that's just between the two of you that can really increase intimacy regardless of what kind of intimacy you want to strengthen between the two of you. But I want to take the pressure off. You do not have to give all gifts in front of the entire family. The fourth tip, going along with gifts, is reflecting on the gift of giving. Think about volunteering, about what the holidays mean for you, about your traditions, about your values. For this one, I really want you to focus on your shared meaning, your shared purpose. Perhaps you want to choose where to give a donation to, and you want to talk about that over dinner. Perhaps that means you want to volunteer in person somewhere, so you go somewhere together. Regardless of what that means for you, feel inspiration from this time of year and the gift of giving and how you can give together to something that really means something to the two of you. The last tip I have for you for increasing intimacy over the holidays is to actually keep the norm. Sometimes we get so focused on how this time of year is different and it's unique, and in reality, there's a lot of things about your average intimacy, it just works. Sometimes we think we have to add something, and in reality, keeping the things that work for us is actually ideal because it works. We don't have to try to be creative to come up with something new, especially when you have so much on your plate and you're already making so many decisions. Take the pressure off by just getting back to what works for us and keeping to the norm. To increase intimacy over the holidays, there can be a lot of pressure to do something special. There's pressure to do things for others, and this comes with issues and conflicts between the two of you. Instead of hanging out in that, let's cope with intimacy, whether that's connection through storytelling or physical touch. You can connect with your partner during this time instead of just hanging out in the stress. If you're new here, hi, my name is Emily and I'm a licensed professional counselor here at the Couples Workshop, where I provide no BS couples therapy to Colorado's business owners. I also put out videos like this, focusing on quick tips to help you reconnect in your relationship. Please consider subscribing for more quick tip videos, and I'll see you next time.